Merry Christmas. My name is Cheryl Touchton, and I'm the director of Pocketful of Change Ministries. Today is day 3 in a 25-day Advent devotional series based on my book, Pocketful of Christmas, Having a Purpose-Filled Advent. Today's topic, giving gifts on purpose. I loved giving gifts at Christmas. Over the years, I've developed a 3-step process for gift giving. Step 1, I ask the Christ child what he wants. Step 2, I plan my budget. And step 3, I give gifts according to the Shema. This year, I briefly considered giving cash for Christmas. I have a broken foot, so I thought my shopping time is limited. Secondly, everyone's worried about the economy, so I figured they'd appreciate the money. And finally, I figured I could spend more on each person because I wouldn't have to spend money on gas and wrapping paper. When I told my daughter this idea, she said, "But Mom, you give such interesting gifts." I don't know how interesting my gifts are, but I do know that I spend a lot of time, thought, and prayer on my gift giving. Step 1, asking the Christ child what he wants for Christmas. The Bible says, "Do this unto the least of my brethren, and you do it unto me." I take that literally. I see each gift as a gift for the Christ child. The first gifts were given to the Christ child by the wise men, but they gave them to Mary and Joseph. So when I give gifts to my family and my friends, I feel like I'm giving them to the Christ child. Step 2, plan my budget. The wise men opened their treasures to give these gifts. I'm pretty sure they did not master charge their Christmas gifts, and I shouldn't either. Some years I have very deep treasures, and other year my treasury is just a little bit low. So I plan my budget. Step 3 is giving gifts according to the Shema. Shema is a Hebrew word that means to hear. The Shema is many places in the Bible. It's love the Lord your God with all of your heart, your soul, your mind, and your strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. Jesus told us this was the most important commandment, and again, I take that very literally. So, I love God with my mind by sometimes giving discipleship gifts, helping people train their mind either academically or spiritually. I love God with my heart by giving fellowship gifts, gifts that help people fellowship together, play together, have fun together. I love God with my soul by giving worship gifts, gifts that help people worship the Lord my God. I give gifts for strength by giving ministry gifts or practical gifts like vacuum cleaners and mops. And finally, I love my neighbor as myself by giving mission gifts, gifts that help spread the word of Christ throughout the world. So Proverbs 18:16 says, "A gift opens the way for the giver and ushers him into the presence of the great." This year, what is your great? Is it a little g or a capital G? When I give gifts to the Christ child, it ushers me into the presence of the great with a capital G. If you're needing some gift ideas, Pocketful of Change Ministries would like to suggest some. First of all, how about sending someone the book Pocketful of Christmas? Or my first book, Pocketful of Quarters, which is based on the Shema. And we also have another book that we offer. This book is called A Day's Devotion from Denver. It's by my ministry partner and executive assistant, Barbara Gobbs. It's just a beautiful book with daily devotionals that'll get your morning started just the right way. And finally, consider making a donation to Pocketful of Change Ministries in the name of someone else. Each of our evangelistic days in the summer cost us about $120. So consider dedicating a day of evangelism to someone. If you do that, I'll write a dedication from that day on the website, and I'll also send them a ministry report of all the things that were done that day in their name. Merry Christmas to all of you, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.